Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, the Hack Scout from NYM Razor here, and this week we are back with week 5 of season 3 of the NPL. This week we are going up against one of my good friends, Richard, who is the coach of the Oakland Roseraders, and we are going to play in an interdivision battle. And looking at the team matchup here, I brought a couple interesting sets for his team. He had a lot of things that while my team, he had the Sableye, which stopped a lot of my team just because of Prankster, Will-O-Wisp, or Toxic, or Taunt. And surprisingly enough, he didn't bring the Sableye. He also had some really good offensive threats against my team, like the Roserade, which again he didn't bring as well, and Donphan, which basically walled my team. Roserade pretty much 1v1 all of my team, and Donphan pretty much walled all of my team. So him not bringing those 3 threats against this battle with me, I actually was really surprised about that. He actually brought the ice cream cone instead, and I can see why he brought it. I do have a lot of things weak to ice on my team, but I did bring a couple special sets just for his team. My Altaria is a little bit of speed investment, 216 HP investment in max attack adamant with Dragon Dance, Roost, Return, and Heal Bell to combat his Sableye. I have a Banded Staraptor with U-Turn, Brave Bird, Double Edge, and Quick Attack. I have a pretty standard defensive Suicune with Scald, Ice Beam for the Roserade, Rest, and Sleep Talk. I have a defensive Crocodile with Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Knockoff, and Taunt for the Donphan. I have an Assault Vest Raikou, which is basically what I made to combat his Jolteon, because Jolteon is a really big threat to my team just because it's very fast and very versatile. And it has Volt Switch Thunderbolts, Hidden Power Ice for Donphan, and Extra Sensory for the Roserade. And then I actually brought this Conkeldurr specifically for the Sableye, so in this matchup, the set was pretty useless. It is a Lefties Conk, max HP, max attack adamant, which is pretty standard. Not the Lefties, usually Assault Vest, but this Conk had Foresight on it. And the reason I put Foresight on it was because I could Foresight the Sableye and then be able to hit it with a Mach Punch or a Drain Punch. And looking at a lot of his team, none of his team really wants to take a Mach Punch or a Drain Punch from a Conkeldurr. But I do have Mach Punch, Drain Punch, and I believe Rock Slide for the Talonflame. And let's get into the battle. So he is going to lead off with his Absol. I'm going to lead off with Punchy. And this is actually really good for me. Knowing that I can live one play rough, I stay in, go for Drain Punch, but he actually protects here, which I found pretty odd. Don't usually see people running Protect in this league. But I'm going to stay with Conk. I'm going to go for Drain Punch. Gets really good damage off on this Vaporeon. And basically right now what this Vaporeon is going to do is just going to Wish and eat up hits. It's going to hit me with Ice Beam. It's going to do a lot of damage because I'm not Assault Vest, but I am going to get it all back with Drain Punch and Leftovers. But I am doing really good damage with this Conk. He's going to go out into the Gallade. I'm going to switch out into my Raikou. And here I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch. And he's going to go into Jolteon. That was pretty predictable. But he's going to go for Hidden Power, I believe, Ice. And I'm just going to go for another Volt Switch. I'm going to do that again this turn too to make him think that I am choice in some way, shape, or form. But that's not going to work, so I'm just going to go for Extra Sensor and get a crit. So that's pretty good for me. He's going to switch out into Absol, which is pretty predictable again. Here, I'm just going to switch out into Suicune, because Suicune basically walls every single thing on his team, except for Jolteon and Vanillux. So here he's going to go into Vaporeon, predicting Scald, so I'm just going to switch right back in Conkeldurr. I'm going to keep going for Drain Punches. And what this Vaporeon is basically just going to do, is just going to Wish, Scald, Stall to get HP back and try to damage me. So he is going to go for Scald here, and he doesn't get the burn, which doesn't activate my Guts. That was pretty unfortunate for me. Here he's just going to Wish back up and get full health. Surprisingly, he's not Wish passing into any of his Mons. But here he is going to go into Gallade. I'm going to go for Drain Punch on that, and it does a lot. It does a lot to the Gallade. And right here, I'm just going to go right back into Suicune, because Suicune walls everything on his team. It's going to eat that Drain Punch up. Took a little more damage than I thought it would, but Suicune is going to eat it. So here, he's going to switch out. He's going to go into the Ice Cream Cone. I'm going to go for Scald. It's going to do okay damage to it. But here, predicting the Freeze Dry and needing something to take a hit from it, I'm going to go into Assault this Raikou. And it's going to do 37%, meaning that it is a Choice Specs Vanillux by that damage. So, expecting him to go into Jolteon, I'm going to go for an extra Sensory. He's going to go for Thunderbolt, but I'm going to eat that up. I'm going to go for Hidden Power Ice, just in case he wants to switch into the Absol. So here, he's just going to go into Talonflame and Revenge Kill my Raikou, and he has Acrobatics instead of Brave Bird, which was interesting to me because now that means I can actually go into Staraptor and possibly take an Acrobatics, but he has Natural Gift Electric. So here, Kurt Cobain's going to go for Brave Bird and commit suicide. And he's going to go into Vaporeon, I'm going to go into Conkeldurr. And we're right back to turn 1 where I'm Drain Punching and he is Wishing. So here he's actually going to go for a Skull. It's going to burn me, and maybe he thought it was Iron Fist because he was going for Skull. But I am Guts, and I am going to kill it with another Drain Punch due to the Guts boost. And now my Conkeldurr is sitting at a nice amount of HP with a burn, so it's going to do a lot more damage. Here I'm just going to go right back into Suicune because their Gallade cannot do anything to me. And this was a situation which I wish I had Calm Mind, because if I did, I would be able to set up here. But he actually does go for Thunder Punch and get a crit. So that's going to bring my Suicune down to a low amount of HP. So I'm just going to go for Rest. There's no reason I really shouldn't, because I am actually pressure stalling him out of Psycho Cuts, Thunder Punches, and Drain Punches if he wants to keep continually going for them on me. So I'm going to go for Sleep Talk. I'm just going to get Rest. He's going to Psycho Cut me for some more damage. And here he's going to go right into Vanillux. I'm going to Sleep Talk a Scald. And I'm going to burn it. So that was really nice for me. So that it's going to keep taking residual damage. But here, needing something to sack off to the Specs Freeze Dry, I sacrifice Crocodile because it's not going to do anything against the rest of his team. Crocodile, you're a champion. I'm sorry for that, buddy. Go take a nice long rest on the bench. And here I'm just going to bring in Punchy. I'm going to Mach Punch the Ice Cream Cone, and it is going to melt. So, pretty much now, Conkeldurr and Suicune kill his team. I don't really need Altaria for anything. Suicune basically cleans up the game from here. And just because it's going to take up all the hits from all his mons, I'm just going to... And now, the next couple turns... It's just him Thunder Punching, me resting, Scalding, trying to get a burn. And he's going to keep doing some really good damage to me, but I am actually faster than him because he is running a bulky Assault Vest Gallade, I believe. So I am going to be able to get my rests off really quickly. And I'm going to Sleep Talk and Ice Beam here, not going to do much. He's going to keep Thunder Punching me, but I am pressure stalling him with Suicune, and he's not doing enough damage to me in which I'm going to die, and knowing that he is knowing that I am pressure stalling him, so he actually is not going to keep going for continual Thunder Punches on me, which is good. I believe at this point he only has about 1 or 2 Thunder Punches left. And it's pretty much just stall from here, but Suicune is going to clean up the rest of his team. And that is actually going to be a really good game for Week 5 against Richard. Team matchup-wise, I feel like he could have brought a lot more against me, a lot more threatening things. Donphan with the rocks did take on most of my team and get a lot of residual damage off, and a lot of my team can't kill the Donphan just because it's so bulky and defensive. Sableye, my team has a lot of physical attackers. The Will-O-Wisps and the Toxic on Suicune and Raikou would have been really big against me in this match. And then Roserade, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb pretty much kills my entire team. But yeah, so this is going to go on until about turn 48, I believe, when I'm finally going to get up to enough health that I'm good to win the rest of the match. And here, finally, turn 48, after so many rests, Sleep Talk, Scalds, and Ice Beam, I'm finally going to get a burn on this Gallade. He's going to go for Thunder Punch. It's going to do nothing now, and Gallade's basically going to die to residual damage. Here I'm going to Sleep Talk another Scald and actually kill it, and all he has left now is the Absol. So he's going to go for a Play Rough. He's going to hit. It's going to do nothing to Suicune. Here I'm just going to Scald. I'm going to do over half. And the next Scald is going to win me the game. So good game, Richard. Make sure to go check him out. He's a really great battler. He is an amazing battler, an amazing person. I'm going to put his link in the channel down in the description below. Also, go make sure to check out the NPL channel to see weekly recaps and power rankings from our analysts. Now, if you did enjoy the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Really helps me out a lot. Alright guys, I'm out.